So a lot of us are either just kind of waking up or just getting like in the middle of our day. So I thought we'd just do some stuff to kind of help kind of wake up, or like if you're hitting that midday slump, move. So it's just be fun and easy. If anything is too much, don't do it. Um, you can totally keep yourself unmuted if you want to chat, and if you want to be quiet, that's fine. If you want to have your camera off, also that's fine. Um, yeah. So the first thing we can do is just a nice little breathing. So what we're going to do is called 3-part breathing. We're going to arms. I'll show you first. So it's like the arms come up on the first breath. We keep the breath there. We do the second breath, the third breath, and then we exhale. So it's 3 parts of an inhale and then an exhale. So I'll show you sort of once, and then we'll do it. So it's just like that, and you can go at your own pace. So 1, 2, 3, forward, side, forward, side. And the exhale is really important. Sighing it out to the mouth. The nose is the inhale. Exhale is the mouth. A few more at your own pace. You come to standing when you're done. And just take a notice right here how you're feeling. Hopefully you're getting a little bit more energized, a little more pepped up. I'm going to do this one, I think, for one of the desk break sort of series I'm making for people at work. So hopefully if you guys are feeling that, you can send feedback and say, yeah, that felt great. For those who are like in the middle of the day, you're going to maybe notice like you're, you usually hit that after lunch where you're sort of tired. So hopefully that helps pick it up. We're going to do another breathing exercise and then we'll move. So come sit down. So similar, we're going to be using the nose, and we're going to be actually not exhaling, which might sound strange at first. It'll happen automatically. Sorry, we're not inhaling. So we'll be doing breathing where we're just going to breathe out the nose. The inhale will come in naturally, so it'll be a forced exhale. I'll show you first, and then we'll do it. So it'll be. So you can see, I'm not going. That would be me inhaling forcefully. I'm just. And you can go at your own sort of pace. So if we're just beginning and you haven't done it before, it might be a little foreign. You can go very slow. And if you're more seasoned, sort of going at your own pace. And I'm sorry, I just realized you asked if you need anything more than a yoga mat. Here, a tissue might be handy here sometimes, especially when there's a pollen area, your nose starts to come out. So you might want a tissue before and after. Right? So when you're ready, you can just start in your pace. Take a nice big breath in and then go. Take one more exhale. Take a big inhale in. Let the chin drop down to the chest, holding it down. Keeping that air retained in, and exhaling out. And if at any point, we're going to do this again twice, it's slightly different. If at any point you start to feel lightheaded, just stop it and come to your normal breathing. We're going to twist now. So we're going to bring the arms up and twist over to your right side. And then from here, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to have a slight twist. And again, that forced exhalation. So remember, you can be going at your own speed. So if I'm going too fast for you, go slower. And if you need faster, go faster. Two more. Take a big breath in. Twist a little more and hold the breath in. Exhaling, coming forward. Arms up. Twisting over to the other side. So the reason we're adding the twisting here is that it's changing sort of the physiology of the chest and is letting each side, each lung take a little more when we twist. So here we start to compress one side and we're able to bring more in. We're kind of compressing that right side, able to get more into that left if you're twisting the same side. Breathing in and then begin. Two more. Take a big breath in. Twisting a little more. And exhale back to center. That's more of the warm-up portion. Hopefully you're kind of getting a little energized again. We got people tuning in from all over the world. Most continents are represented. So some of you are going to be waking up, getting pepped. Some of you are needing that after lunch break, midday break. And some of you are getting ready for bed. So we're trying to cater for everyone. Let's come onto all fours. Coming to a nice sort of bridge position. We'll work with our cat and our cows just to start the more movement part. Inhaling up. Exhaling. Yeah. So I always say that I love cat and cows because they are great for helping our spine start to mobilize, doing our flexions and extensions. And for those who are sitting at desks a lot during the day, it's a great way to kind of counteract that sitting. Next. We're going to stay on the same sort of position. We're going to add in what I call barrel rolls. So we're going to like rolling over to the side, coming up through that cat position, coming over to the other side, dropping down. So now we're starting to add a little more rotation into the spine here. So as you come to the right, you can have a little more weight on the right knee and the right hand. So lean that right side over, coming up. Over to the left side, coming down. And you can notice what is your head doing. There's no right or wrong, but just start to notice, is your head going with the movement? Is it going against it? There's pros and cons for each of them. I'm more concerned with not doing it right, because both are right, but just checking in, starting to create awareness in your body and what you are doing. And the next time we come to center, we'll stop for a second, take a nice breath in, and then exhale. I'm going to go the other way. And so besides opening the body up a bit, what's really nice about this is we start to also see a lot of times we favor one side. So one side is going to be a little more challenging. And that's always really great because it gives you feedback. So for example, on me, my right side is a little stronger. My left side can handle it, but when I get to that part where my rib muscles, my serratus anterior muscles get kicked in, it's a little weaker there. So it tells me that's what I need to do more work with. Let's go one more time around and come back to center. Let's bring your left foot forward, coming into a lunge on the left side. And the hands can be on the ground if you have blocks, maybe there, maybe fingertips. And just looking forward, finding something to catch your gaze. And exhale, coming back. So keeping the feet and the knee where they are, just coming back so that the hip is coming back, getting a stretch through that left back line. You might feel it in your calf or in your hamstring or in your glutes. And you might feel it somewhere else. Slow, deep inhales. And then come back forward. The right hand will stay on the ground, left arm will lift on up. And feel like your right hand can press strong into the ground and use that to lift the left hand up even more. And when you're here, let the palm, it's going to face forward. Just start to rotate the palm so it's facing backwards. And then again, it's going to come forward and maybe even out a little more. So letting the palm be the sort of guide, like a sail on the wind. And that small movement is going to work on helping the smaller muscles in the shoulder, leading into the neck, start to open a little more. In some practices, they call this nerve flossing. I always thought that was a fun terminology. Like you can floss your nerves, like you floss your teeth. And let it come down, switching sides. Right foot will come forward again in that lunge position. And lunges are also great for the desk warriors because the desk warriors are sitting a lot and they don't really get to open up the hip flexors. And when you're here, I want you just to take an internal look at how your face feels. Does your face feel and look tight? Does it feel soft and open? A lot of times we strain too much. So if you can just kind of feel your face, maybe even crack a tiny smile. It doesn't even have to mean you're happy. Just to create a softness in the face and noticing how that reflects through your body. And then coming back, so legs and feet where they are, just start to Hips come back. Slow, deep breathing. And coming forward, left hand on the ground. Right arm opens up. Finding that length through the chest. And again, that palm can start to rotate. The palm is leading the wrist, it's leading the arm, it's leading the shoulder. Let the arm come down. Step the back foot forward to a forward fold. Head's hanging. Slowly pressing into the feet. Keep the head heavy, rounding up. Knees are a little bent until you come up to stand. And they lengthen and the head can come up. And the arms can come up. Interlace the hands, lifting up a little more. But see if you can lift your fingers while still keeping your shoulders down. And finding length through the sides of the body as you do this. And still feel your feet giving you strength through the floor. So we're going down while also coming up. And then let the arms come down. Inhaling again, arms come all the way up. This time as the arms come down, the knees will bend, will fold forward. We'll step the right leg back and the left leg back, either into a plank or onto your knees, either way. Lowering all the way down. And coming up to a small back bend. Exhale, coming back to a downward dog. Staying here for a moment. And step the left foot forward. And the right foot forward. And slowly rounding all the way up. Arms all the way up as well. Again, feet down while the hands come up. Arms come back down. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Step the left leg back. The right leg comes to meet it, staying here or knees down. Your choice. Lowering all the way down. Inhaling up. And exhaling back to downward dog. Press the heels back a little more while you're here. Slow, deep breaths. And then let your knees come down. Go into a child's pose, so the buttocks on the heels, hands forward, or if it's more comfortable, by the side. And then from here, just rolling onto your side, sitting up. Bring your foot forward, left foot forward, right foot into the face you. Side. Inhaling up, exhaling, coming forward. Still keeping a slow, deep breath. And then coming back up, switching sides. Inhaling, lengthening up. Exhaling, coming forward. Coming on up, feet together. Keep letting the knees drop down. For a lot of us, we have a lot of tension in these muscles, so the knees might be keeping up here. It's fine. Just see if you can find a little more space. You can even imagine that there's like sandbags on the knees, just letting them drop down. And the imagination part helps your mind work a little different. So it's a non-forceful way of tricking yourself to let go. And then let the knees come up, feet to the ground, hands behind you, pressing into the hands, pressing into the feet, lifting up. And coming back down, coming onto your back, hug your knees into the chest. The right ankle can go outside the left knee. Hands can either be over the shin or behind the thigh. Up to you. Nice little glute stretch and hip rotators. And then switching sides. Again, hands either on the shin or behind the thigh, whatever's more comfortable for you. And then letting it go, hug both knees into the chest again. And letting the legs go down, arms down by the sides. We're going to have just a small Shavasana here, small resting pose, because we're just doing a shorter practice. And what I'll say is after we're done with this, if you want to stay down and take a little longer for yourself, feel free. Just noticing your body on the ground here. Noticing the weight of your body as it drops and lets go into the ground. And notice the force of the ground as it holds you up. Noticing both your skin, your clothes touching the ground, and the ground touching your skin, clothes, body. So again, you're welcome to stay here if you need a little more time, you want a little more time. Otherwise, you can roll onto your side. Use your hands to have you come sit up. All right, guys. Thank you. We'll talk later. I hope the morning was good for you. Peace.